Hi guys, you're welcome back to Steven and Allison TV. Now let me give you a short story. A man with three children and a very wonderful wife. They've been married for over 50 years. They have three beautiful children. He married the most perfect partner. She's a peacemaker, she's loving, she's God fearing, she's everything that a man would ever dream of. Then now down to the children. The children are doing well. They are excelling in their academics, they are doing everything right. And whenever they are in a public gathering, a lot of people want to associate with them. A lot of people want to, mingle with them because they keep talking about this same family. I need to see that man. I would like my son to marry that kind of woman. Ever since I've known them, I've never heard anything of such. A lot of people praise this family. They praise them. When they go out, they praise them. In their church, they praise them. In a social gathering, they praise them. They see the family as a perfect family. Now, something now happened. Something happened, and it now got to be that one of the child is not the man's biological child. That's the man is not the owner of one of the child. Okay, fine. The last born, and the man was not like, okay, maybe there's a problem, and decide out of curiosity to go and try the other two to see if those two belongs to him. In this case, the man will be like, okay, fine. Let's just say that this last one, maybe they made a mistake at the hospital, and at least these two, there's no how they will not be my own. Maybe in his own mind, he's trying to convince himself that the remaining two kids, that's the first two, are his, and this last one maybe is a mistake. Maybe they did not do the DNA well, and at the end of the day, the man now found out that the three of his kids doesn't belong to him. When I mean the three doesn't belong to him. Now, if you're in that man's shoe, what will you do? How do you take it in? How do you process it? Now, which goes to my topic for today. Today, we're going to be talking about paternity fraud. Yes. You see, paternity fraud is a global pandemic. It's being discussed globally, not only in Nigeria, it's everywhere. Firstly, let me bring it down to my country, Nigeria. Yes, I'm going to talk about my own country. I'm not going to talk about the Western world. I'm going to talk about this country here. First of all, you and I would agree that culture also is what initiates paternity fraud. For example, I could remember a church member of mine was in the hospital. She gave birth to a baby boy, and there was a woman. When you see her, you know that this one she chop belle full. She held her baby and she was crying. At first, we all thought the pikin don't buy. So people were not like, kilo shele, kilo, what happened? Why is she crying? The nurse will now whisper and they will not be like, madam, now at least God don't give you this one now. So you don't understand, you don't understand. Okay. At the end of the day, trust me now, I must go and do my findings. I asked and asked and I was like, why is that woman crying now? Did anything happen to the baby? Does baby have jaundice? Or they say, no, baby is very healthy. Oh. The only problem is that she gave birth to a baby girl. I was not like, a baby girl, when there are people that are actually looking for kids. She said yes, so that this is her fourth child, and that her husband had already warned her that if she gives birth to a baby girl again, he's going to marry another wife. Now the woman now wants to trade her baby for a male child, and she's willing to pay any amount of money. She does not even look, she doesn't even care that that baby that she's carrying in her arms is her flesh and blood. Because of the situation whereby the husband puts her, that's why she wants to quickly exchange the baby without minding anything. And this thing, look, maybe where you are right now, you're watching me, you're hearing, maybe you feel like this thing, it has not happened around your area or someone around you. That doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It happens to people every blessed day of our life. Now, what in some situation now, maybe this thing happened in the middle of the night, and the midwife is like, okay, I'm the only one that's going to be on duty tomorrow night. Don't worry, I will see what I can do. Then they will not switch the baby. Then give you a male child because you want to satisfy your husband. Now, what do you call that? That is also known as paternity fraud. A lot and lot of things are going on. Look, I'm not trying to say a woman does not. Yes, some women can actually, maybe they will go and meet another man, then the man will not pregnant them. Like this video now that is showing, the lady has 3 children. For the guy, they're not even married, and the man was hoping that one of the child is going to be his own because he has grown to love these kids like his own. And at the end of the day, he's not the father of those children, and it broke him down. Just like I said, I'm not trying to justify what a woman did or trying to say, as she went to commit infidelity and have other children, then she's right. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to say is paternity fraud is a global pandemic. A lot of families are going through this. Some men, because the woman, maybe one way or the other, they notice that the man cannot, then they will now want to now go outside to now get children. But in this case, you cannot do it all alone. There are things that you can do, there are ways you can help out, but you cannot take matters into your own hand because it's also paternity fraud. A man to raise children that are not his is a paternity fraud. And that's the problem we are having today. A lot. You see women that are there, and my husband say if I no born boy, or if they will threaten the woman, if you not give birth to any child, you are leaving. And if you not give birth to any child, you are leaving. You are going to leave my son. I will go and marry another wife for my son. And you as a woman, because you don't want to lose your family, you try and save the home. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to justify what the woman is doing. I'm not trying to say what she's doing is right, but I just feel like you don't take matters into your own hands. Of course, there are men that cannot, but that doesn't mean you put the matters into your own hands. You are supposed to work together. Okay, see you. Medicine day now. When you go to the hospital, there are things that your doctors will ask you to do. As a man, there are things you're going to do too. As a woman, too, there are things you're going to do to also help, and both of you can now have children. But you not taking matters into your own hand and saying, you want to do it, you are trying to save the man's name. You are not saving anybody's name. Two of you have become one. If anybody should have any issue, you are supposed to discuss it within yourself. Then you now know how to now follow the matter. There are ways too than for you to go back, allow another man to pregnant you, all in the name of you want to save the marriage. Make sense. And that's the problem we are facing in this country and every other place. But in this Nigeria this Niger, the problem we used to have basically, if woman born 3 girls, the man go dey complain, I need a male child, I need a male child. If you born any girl again, I leave in my house. The man will not be panicking. Hey, she will do everything. They say drink yogurt, chop okra, do this one, all in the name of she wants to remain in her husband's house. Then when she now give birth to a girl, they will now sell somebody else's male child. So that's paternity fraud. And culture too can initiate that. You cannot be pushing your wife, pushing your wife. She's not the one that is to manufacture male child. It is what you give to her that she will give birth to. If you have, if your X chromosomes is more than your Y, and you lay with her, she go born boy. But you cannot lay with a woman and she gives birth together, and you will blame her because now where all these things then they start. Then some men, because their this thing is not swimming well, and they don't know that their things are not swimming well, and some men don't take care of themselves. As a man, you're supposed to be taking care of yourself. You're supposed to know. You go for checkup, you do all these things, you know. They know men don't used to do that one. Oh. Their own is I don't knack am well well, e go enter. How are you sure it's going to enter? Because there's no only woman that is to blame. Even the men are to blame because their team no be everything dey swim o. No be everything dey swim enter where e suppose enter, where e go come from baby. Their stuff, it's not all of them that used to swim well. But because they don't take care of themselves, they don't know that. So I don't know if up till now we are still talking about all these things, then I don't know the level at where we are right now. Sincerely speaking, everything shouldn't have to be the woman's fault. Some men, if you tell them, oh yeah, let's go, and they will not agree to go. But the woman will go. Then in a way, she will not find a way to get the man's swimmers. Then they will not check. They will not tell her, your man kini o, the thing no dey form baby o. So I think we still need to enlighten ourselves about that. Because when I see things about this paternity, DNA, whatever, you don't blame only one party. The two parties are to blame. To me, oh, I feel the two parties are to blame. Because once you're married, you guys should do things together, discuss things together. Okay, see what the doctor said, though. See what he said we should do. I could do it together. Ehen. You don't have to go behind your husband's back and go and carry belle and give the man. That's paternity fraud, though. Paternity fraud, and it's not good at all. So women, abeg my gender, because we are the one that actually carry everything on our head. When all these things happen, we are to blame. Now, if you watch that video that I posted, the lady, 3 children for a particular guy. The guy broke down because he thought at least one. But that's a story for another day because we don't know what happened. Probably maybe he swim herself. The thing know they swim well, but it still does not give the woman reasons for her to do that. It still doesn't have to. Even if one way or the other you try and it not work, you're supposed to talk to the guy. See oh, don't you think we should do this or do that? I know some men are stubborn. I know some men don't have the mind or the courage to, but I just feel like. So guys, that is just it though. That is just it. This is, like I said, it's a global pandemic. It's being discussed every day, every time. This is a topic that would never ever stop. It keeps coming up every blessed day. Every time when you go to the hospital, everywhere, any corner you turn, it's either you see a woman that has 4 children and the father is not their father, or you see a woman that she has a child and the man she's trying to pin her child on is not actually her children. So these things happen every blessed day. And upon everything that they put online. Okay, look at the one I did, the video I did in June, I think earlier June, about the footballer guy and his wife. You could see that those 3 kids doesn't belong to him. Now we don't know the revelation of that matter because we do not see the matter end. We don't know what actually happened. We don't know. We just know that the matter just went down. We don't know how it ended. We don't know every other thing. Everything just ended like that. So I still feel like there is still more. I still feel like a man and a woman should be able to talk about all these things so that the woman will not have any reason to. Because I see no reason why a woman will have to do that. Like I said, it's not only the woman that's to blame, the woman and the man, they are both to blame. So, guys, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more interesting topics and content. Bye, guys.